We are the dollars and cents.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Well, today we're doing another unboxing, first impressions, and update video. And this time it's not going to be a dupe or a clone, guys. I'm actually going to go back to a designer that I haven't done. Actually, I don't think I've done one of these. I did a short on the Super Legra video, the one that came out last year, I think. I did a short on that one. But I haven't done a full review on a Chanel fragrance in a long time, guys. And this one piqued my interest because a lot of people have been talking about it, and the main thing was that Brandon told me he liked it. And Brandon does not like designers these days. He might have one or two in his collection, but overall it's niche. He likes the really exotic stuff. But for him to go tell me that he liked Bleu de Chanel, the new one, and I thought was, all right, well, I'm gonna go try it then, because it's just, why not, right? If he says it's good, then I'll check it out. I don't like doing a lot of the flankers because they honestly all smell alike, but they just use different notes to get to the same destination. Might be a little bit heavier, a little bit darker, a little bit sweeter here and there, but it's basically the same fragrance most times. So I get a little turned off. Doesn't really impress me much, guys. But yeah, I'll let yapping aside. Bleu de Chanel exclusive, guys. And so they're going down the line of using all the little names. I don't think they've gotten to Elixir yet, but they will. I assure you they will, right? At some point. But yeah, Bleu de Chanel, exclusive, guys. I already went ahead and took the bottle out of the box for you guys. Plain cardboard box with plastic on it, guys. And I'll go ahead and show you guys the bottle here. Now, this one does look a little bit different than the standard Bleu de Chanel bottles. We do have the same color scheme and the same kind of shape, but it's just a smaller bottle. And we do have the a black atomizer here, black Chanel cap, nice and heavy. Looks like or feels like some light metal, maybe some aluminum. And we do have a magnet here. I didn't think there was, but there is. So that's a nice touch as well. But yeah, there's a presentation, guys. Little bit of information about this fragrance, guys. Bleu de Chanel exclusive is a men's woody aromatic fragrance released in 2025. The nose behind this fragrance is the popular, the infamous Olivier Polge, guys. He's done a lot in the community, and he is a rock star in the fragrance community, guys. And this is a parfum concentration. It just says parfum on the box. Don't know what that means. Yeah, I don't know if you got, it's going to show up there, but it just says parfum right there on the bottom. And so that's going to be the concentration, guys. The notes for this fragrance, again, we have more vague notes, guys. These guys they're keeping it vaulted up. They don't want anybody copying their formula. I'm guessing, maybe I'm just being too practical on that. I don't know how secretive the game is, but it seems like that's what they do. When it first comes out, they don't want people knowing what's in it, guys. But the notes that I got are woody notes, amber, labdanum, and sandalwood. Boom. So it's going to be woody and more woody and a little warm spicy. We all know there's citrus. I believe there's like some citruses in Bleu de Chanel, and maybe some vetiver in Bleu de Chanel. I'm not getting any of that. So who knows where it's going to go. Again, probably going to have to, you guys are probably have to go back and look at the notes in about 6 months. They're going to be completely different, guys. They're finally going to release the formula to the public, guys. But all right, guys, enough yapping. I got to go check out the second half of my TCU game. I think we're playing Arizona tonight. So I need to hurry and get out of here. So fresh hand, just out of the shower, and I'm going to make this fragrance my scent of the evening as always, guys. Let's go ahead and check this one out. Bleu de Chanel exclusive. Good sprayer. A lot of juice. I probably sprayed too much on that one. I know you guys think I spray out a lot already. I definitely oversprayed on that one. Okay. Yeah. There's some sweetness there. I do get a bit of like a citrus feel, but it's very warm. Warm, spicy, ambery, woody. I'm getting like there's like some grapefruit or some sort of citrus vibes I'm getting in there somehow. I'm definitely getting the labdanum because labdanum is like a little sweet type of leathery note, I believe. I'm definitely getting that. Getting sweet, almost leathery type of feel. Warm, spicy. Dare I say fresh spicy? I don't know there's no citrus notes in this, but I'm getting something that's giving me citrus. But it could be, again, these crazy hidden notes. Yeah, not super impressed by this one right now. I'm just smelling the opening, and it reminds me of some others. Can I think of those names right now? No. But it smells like something I've tried before. Again, this is a designer brand. But I will say, This does not come at a designer price, guys. This is $275 for a 100 mil. That is niche prices. I don't know how much they paid Olivier Polge, but they must have paid him a whole lot to come back and do something for him because they broke the bank on this one, guys. But it smells okay. It's definitely going to be like we'll get to that in a little bit, but it's definitely a heavier version of the Bleu de Chanel. I'm kind of getting the DNA. Maybe, after an hour or so, after it dries down a little bit more, you'll be able to pick it up even more. But right now I can kind of get that Bleu de Chanel DNA, which to my nose is like a citrusy, vetiver-y type of fragrance. But yeah, this has definitely got the amber in it. Definitely warm, spicy, heavier. Like I said, a little fresh, spicy. But yeah, not blowing my socks off right now, guys. I've smelled this type of opening in other designer fragrances before, so not super impressed. Could that change? Of course. I'm not a big fan of Chanel's these days anymore anyway, but it smells good, but not very unique in my opinion, guys. But I'm going to wear this fragrance tonight and over the next couple of days and give you guys an update shortly. Talk to you then. All right, guys, welcome back to the update for Bleu de Chanel exclusive from the house of Chanel Perfumes, guys. What can I say about this fragrance? I'm going to say I liked it. Didn't love it. Never was a big fan of Bleu de Chanel anyway, all right? If I had to go ahead and say on the record, which one's your favorite? Someone asked me, which one's your favorite out of the entire line? All the parfums, all the eau de parfums, all the this and that. I'm going to say this is probably going to be my favorite, but it's not one that I'm going to really be seeking out, okay? What you do is you start off with, to my nose, you get a lot of amber and a lot of labdanum. So it's very heavy and thick and sweet and like spicy. Reminds me of a lot of other mainstream fragrances that I've tried. And at first I didn't get that Bleu de Chanel DNA, right? After wearing it a couple of times, I started to get it. I was like, whoa, okay, they actually did it. They included somehow, this is why I think they hid some of the notes, right? Because obviously you can't have the DNA of Bleu de Chanel and only have 4 notes listed, right? But they somehow threw in the DNA of Bleu de Chanel mixed in with thick, sweet, heavy, spicy notes, right? The labdanum in this, if I have this correct, could be the amber. If I have this correct, reminds me a little bit of Herod from Parfums de Marly. Again, not the tobacco, not the vanilla, just there's a little bit of that labdanum, that sort of that leathery, sweet, maybe even smoky type of vibe that labdanum brings to the table that you're going to find in fragrances like Herod, fragrances like Pulse of the Night from Issey Miyake, a lot of those thicker, sweeter fragrances, right? I could be wrong about that, but I think that's a note that really gave that the depth and the warmth and the sweetness. So if you can imagine those types of fragrances sort of mixed with the Bleu de Chanel DNA, that's what you're going to get here. Which to me, it's like, we'll get to the categories in a second, but it's like a heavier version, thicker, heavier version of Bleu de Chanel. So if that's what you guys have been praying and asking and wishing for, then maybe your wish has come true with this fragrance, right? Longevity for this fragrance lasted all day long, guys. 8 hours. Not sure if you can say that about Bleu de Chanel, right? So if you're thinking that maybe you wanted a longer lasting version of Bleu de Chanel, this is going to be it. Lasted 8 hours every time I wore it. Now that does come with a price, and we'll get with that here in a minute. Well, the literal price and another price, but we'll get to that in a second. Projection, very, very good. You're going to get noticed wearing this fragrance. Now, I don't know how much of it's going to smell like the sweet notes that I'm saying, the sweet, warm, spicy, ambery notes and the labdanum, or the Bleu de Chanel DNA. Because I didn't even pick up the Bleu de Chanel DNA right off the bat, right? It took me a couple of times to really pick it up. I was like, oh, okay, I'm getting it now. And that makes sense. It's funny how they just snuck it in there with all this other heavy notes going on, right? But I'm not really sure what you guys are going to pick up, but you're going to get noticed for this fragrance. The longevity was really good. The projection was really good. Overall, the performance is really good with this fragrance, guys. So again, that's going to come at a cost here in a second. But occasions for this fragrance, evening events, guys, date night. I think you can wear this one suit and tie, date night, out. Strong enough for a club, but I'm not going to say this is a club fragrance. I just think this is going to be like a suit and tie in the cooler, colder weather, guys, which is going to lead me to the seasons for this fragrance, guys. It's going to be cool, colder months of the year. I know it has a Bleu de Chanel DNA, and that's typically a fresher type fragrance, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this one does smell fresh in the air and not as sweet as I think it is, but to me, it's thick, heavy, and sweet with the DNA of Bleu de Chanel, which tells me it's going to be for fall and winter and early spring. Okay, I could be wrong about that, but to my nose and to my just wearing this a few times, it smells like this is just the winter or fall version of Bleu de Chanel because it's the flanker, right? It's what they do. You can't make all of them fresh and this and that, and then a little bit heavier, and this is just going to be the heaviest, and you just say it's going to be for summer. I don't think so. Not my opinion, guys. But ages for this fragrance, wow. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just say 30 and up. A little bit heavier composition, a little bit more of a challenging composition for some noses, but the price, we already discussed this in the first half of the video, guys. $275 for the 100 mil. I think if the next size down is 50 mil, and it's still like 150 or something like that, guys. A lot of money. Chanel, I don't know where the budget went, maybe for the perfumer, maybe for the ingredients. It smells great, but man, that price is super steep, guys. So I'm gonna say 30 and up, probably a good age range for this fragrance. Although I do think that 25 and up can easily pull this one off. But yeah, we'll just say 30 and up. I don't even know if I actually said 25 and up, but we'll just stick with 30. All right. Overall, I like this fragrance. I don't love it. The price tag is ridiculous, guys. I think it's a good fragrance. In my opinion, it's a little boring. It's just the opening and stuff smells like some other ones that I've tried. Some other ones in my collection back here, but it just has the Bleu de Chanel DNA. Creativity points, sure. Okay. Like they made a Bleu de Chanel flanker that's just heavier and thicker and sweeter and lasts a long time. That's great. That's fantastic. I'm glad that they did that. But it comes at a cost, guys. $275. That's before tax. You're probably going to be paying just under $300 for a 100 ml bottle if that's what the size that you guys want. But it's just okay. It's not that great. It didn't stand out to me. Brandon said he loved it. But then again, he's probably thinking like me, like going like, well, if I'm going to pick one, if I'm going to have to pick one from the entire line, this might be the one. Yeah. Higher quality version, better ingredients, longer lasting. So, okay. I mean, this is going to be my favorite of the line, right? But I can't justify the cost. And I can definitely live without it. I don't need this one on my shelf back here, okay? I have other ones that make me just as happy. And I will not even miss this one when it's gone, if and when I send it back or whatever I do with it, right? But it's a good fragrance, guys. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one down in the comments below because I'm just curious on what you guys think. Is it overpriced? Is it worth the price? Is it good but not good enough? Is it average? You guys let me know in the comments below, guys. But those are my thoughts on Bleu de Chanel, exclusive, the newest release from Chanel and the Bleu de Chanel line, guys. But thank you guys so much for watching on the video on my channel. If you like this video, please click that like button, subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications for future first impressions videos and first edit content just like this, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. There, you'll find first edit photos and future contest winners. And as always, until the next video, you guys take care. Thanks.